Welcome to another episode of The Intellectuals. Before we get started, we do have a sponsor, RiseMTL.com. RiseMTL.com. I'm going to say that again because I didn't say it properly into the microphone. Basically, if you're looking to buy your first home or first investment property, whether it be a duplex or triplex or quadruplex or quintuplex, I think the maximum is quintuplex before it becomes commercial. Anyways, that's besides the point.
If you're looking for a suplex,
go to RiseMTL.com. They specify, god damn, bro, I can't do a clean ad. They specify in first-time home buyers. If you don't have any, if you need advice, or you don't have all the strategies, or you don't know exactly how to go about it, they're the experts in this kind of first-time home buyers.
we'll give you advice. What's it to ya?
RiseMTL.com. They're great at what they do. Go take a look.
Take a look and crack open a Slim Jim. You need a duplex, quadruplex, superplex.
Hectoplex, the list goes on, eh?
I will suplex you off the top rope. Ooh, yeah, macho approved.
I realized last week when I was doing the sponsor, you said they also, they're also in the market in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And I was so mad at myself because you were confused, and I said allegedly, and you said why. And I was so mad at myself. I could have said like some stupid joke. I could have said never forget Pearl Harbor, something like that.
Yeah, but that's Japan.
I didn't say it. Yeah, I know, but that's the joke. But I didn't capitalize on it, and I've been mad at myself all week.
Oh. Well, now at least we know that Rise is Macho Man approved.
Yes, Macho Man approved.
They take the competition to the mat. Ooh, yeah.
And they help you rise.
The mat or the max?
The mat.
Oh, okay. Like the, right.
RiseMTL.com.
.com.
So last episode, we left the audience on a
suspense.
major cliffhanger and suspense.
Oh, man. Yes, we did.
I asked you, have you ever borrowed money from your mother? And you said occasionally. And then I asked you,
On what occasion? Christmas?
have you ever gambled some of that money that she's given you? And you couldn't answer. And now you have
I'm
to
going
answer.
to give you a very
Look,
convoluted answer.
No. Do this for the fans. Answer in a yes or no fashion, and do it for the fans listening at home. Do it for the listeners. The people. Listen. The people that love you and listen to you at home. Well, love. Let's not go that far. But the people that listen to you and appreciate you, respect them. Don't respect me. Respect them by giving a straightforward yes or no answer.
I mean, if you really respected them, you wouldn't do what you're doing.
Where's your hot chocolate, by the way?
I drank it already.
Oh, damn. Look at
Nice.
you.
Yep.
So, yes or no?
Yes or no?
I have the right to explain myself, right?
Mhm.
I don't gamble money unless I can afford it. Hence,
That's not true, bro. You could barely
my
afford bread.
bills are paid.
So what he's saying,
and if there's anything left over from
he's
money I may
saying-
have borrowed,
what he's
so
saying,
it's a
he
gray
would
area.
ask his mother.
But if it's money, hold on. If it's money left over from money you borrowed, it's not money left over.
Exactly. That's what I. Look at him. What a sneaky bastard. He thinks we have an IQ of goldfish. Granted, I'm not that smart, but I'm definitely more clever than you. Okay? You can't con the con man, Adam.
That's fine.
You understand?
But I told you I had the right
So
to
the answer
explain.
is yes. He has used money that his mother has given him that was left over from money that his mother gave him to go gamble. And from his crazy smirk, as you can see, that is correct. That is correct. So sorry for keeping you guys in the dark for about a week.
You right, Adam?
I'm fine. I'm just, you know what? I can't help but wonder what fans might be thinking as they hear this. You know what I would love to do? Now, I'm sure
All you
that
have to do is
people
read the comments.
Hold on.
I have a couple
would
guesses of
I
what
would
you would
love
love to do.
I would love to. I'm sure that people would prefer if it was an anonymous list. But you know what? This guy gambled money, he lost. The second guy gambled money and he lost. Oh, the third guy made a little bit. I'd love to hear what people have to say about what their tries are gambling are like. You know what I mean?
What?
It's
This isn't about people gambling. You keep.
It seems to me that people-
You do realize that 99% of gamblers lose, right?
You gotta lose. You gotta.
Well, I was going to use a lower number than that. But
That's what it's
60,
called.
70. Okay, but hold
That's
on.
why gambling addiction exists.
That's-
It's like doing heroin and thinking, nah, this isn't gonna do shit to me.
And you know what?
You know what I mean?
I want to see if I can maybe dig into your brains, both of you guys.
No, thank you.
I have tried I put in a lot of effort into just trying to analyze the rationale behind why a person is so compelled to gamble. There's a psychological effect because you need alcohol. You know, you're not feeling good. You want to drown out your lousy emotions.
One of them is being for points to get a ribeye.
Most people gamble because they love getting the points.
Yeah.
If their name is not
So
Adam,
the reason. Look, let me tell you the reason why people gamble.
Yeah,
the reason why people gamble is there's a factor of reasons. The first one being is they get lucky in the beginning and they win big, and then what happens is they think they can reproduce this win.
I agree with you 100%.
Thinking that it's not just luck. I'm meant for it or whatever the fuck.
Speak for yourself. I still do it for the points.
But the truth is, most people lose. Okay, and then that money that they won, they end up losing that as well.
Long term.
And I got a very intellectual comment
that's the
which
first
I wanted
thing.
to make.
Go ahead.
Is there any reason why if most people become level-headed and understand what rational thought entails, casinos would be out of business because of the public's mentality? I'm not going there. I'm going to lose my money. I just lost my money. You understand? Is there any reason why, based on what I just said, casinos are still in operation?
Yes.
Because of people like you.
Yeah. And also the economy is so shit. People are looking for a way out.
Exactly.
I was going to the casino for 1 hour on Saturday night.
Damn.
To meet up
You
with
had a
Alex.
gig?
No,
Okay.
I had a gig, so I didn't get to go to Alex's birthday dinner.
Okay.
So he asked me, him and
Oh, it
Homer.
was his birthday?
It was his birthday. His birthday on
Oh.
Valentine's Day. So him and Homer were heading to the casino. They said, "Can you come just hang out for an hour?" So I said, "You know, I'm gonna go home, feed the dog, and I'll come just for 1 hour and go back to the dog." So I make it all the way there. There was so many people that it was over capacity
Damn.
that they made me drive for 20 minutes, bro, to park outside 20 minutes away.
No.
And they go, "You'll take a bus to go to the casino." I go, "The fuck, I
Yeah,
will."
they do that sometimes.
The
You
fuck,
turned
I
left.
drove. Yeah, I went back home. I go, "I'm not doing this."
No shit. No shit. That's crazy.
But imagine how full it was.
So the second thing I was gonna say, something that it brings up, is sometimes your life is so bad, in this case the economy, that you feel that an individual feels they have better chances
Oh,
of
to
winning
make it big via the
to
casino,
make it big via gambling
rather than via business.
rather than via working. Okay, that's because hope is lost. So why somebody does heroin? Yeah, nobody wants to become a heroin addict, yet people do it. What happens is at some point, people, they hit a rock bottom in life, right? And nothing can make them feel good anymore.
And you know what comes after the rock bottom?
The rock top?
The people's elbow.
I was waiting for it. So when that happens is they feel like nothing can make them feel good, and then they'll try a little something here, and it makes them feel good, and they realize, fuck, the only thing I have to make me feel better is this brown substance. Heroin is brown, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea.
I think it's brown. It's this brown powder that, they heat up and shit and they boil.
You know a little bit too much about heroin.
I'm too fat to have done heroin. And not white enough.
I don't know.
Well, then actually,
So-
why don't you clue me in on all of the various
that's
gambling
that's what happens.
addictions?
Well, yeah, because you at some point you hit such a low where you think there's no way out. I've tried everything. I've tried working. I've tried opening a business. Like nothing's working for me. I mean, and it's kind of people go to it when they feel like they have no hope left. That's what happens.
I was wondering if the psyche is
And
similar.
they play on every addiction plays on a certain sin, cardinal sin,
Yeah.
if you've
Really?
noticed. So gambling plays on greed. You're a greedy goblin. Drugs, the sex addictions play on lust. Other ones play on wrath. So each drug and addiction that you can have plays on a cardinal sin.
I'd like you to do the best you can to answer yes, no, or maybe. Is there?
Also,
very
hold
si-
on.
Yes.
If you ask me a question, I have to answer yes, no, maybe. But we ask you, you have to go into a fucking 35-minute story.
Go into details if you want. I was gonna look at an addiction and a guy who's an alcoholic and a drug addict. What is the why would one guy be prompted to do drugs and the other guy prompted to drink?
So what's the yes or no question?
Are they similar in terms
Yes.
of their psyches?
Yes.
Yeah, they're both
It
addicts.
taps. Yeah, they're both addicts. It taps into the same part of the brain.
And what is the criteria governing why one guy wants to do alcohol and the other wants to do
Everyone's
drugs?
different. So different stuff are going to work on different people. It's on a DNA level. And it's also based off of what they saw growing up. So I'll give you an example. I have a lot of people that I've known growing up. They were either alcoholics or they were gambling addicts. So even though I've gambled and I've drank alcohol well, it never really took a hold of me because I saw the damage it could do. You understand?
So you used some wisdom and said, "No, thanks. I'm not gonna let this influence
Well,
me."
wisdom, whatever you want to call it. I
Yeah, yeah.
observed and I learned, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of factors that come into play, but all addictions tap into that little psychological part that make you feel good. Basically, it releases dopamine and shit. Makes you feel good.
You ever get a
You
good dopamine release, Adam?
Suppose.
Yeah.
I was going to say something which hopefully will make sense. I'll leave it up to you experts to let me know. There are people who are millionaires. You don't give a shit if they lose $10,000 in a night, right?
What do you care what they give a shit about? That doesn't make any sense. We're not giving a shit because you're poor. We're giving a shit because you're our friend. If you were a millionaire and you were losing your money at the casino, we would still be concerned. But it turns out, my son, that you're just a poor deadbeat who lives in a boiler room and jerks off his landlord for cheap rent. Faggot.
Goddamn.
Well,
Friendly fire from the devil. I know, for example,
Yep.
if I was a millionaire right now, I know my addiction would be buying cars and modifying them. I'm obsessed of looking at cars. I'm like, ooh, look at this one. Ooh, look at that one. Ooh, I could do this to that one. I could do that to that one. I know I would be buying way too many cars, and I wouldn't know where to put them.
What the fuck, bro? We don't speak that shit around here. You better.
Okay, guys, I'm sure you guys know the expression apples and oranges.
He sneezes like a woman.
I am trying. Okay, tell me if my reasoning makes sense to you.
It makes no sense.
If you have an alcohol problem or a drug problem, we just established a few moments ago, there's a pretty high degree of commonality. You don't like what's going on in your life, and you want to drown your sorrow, and you want to like lose the way your senses work. Let me finish. If you are a gambling addict, I'm convinced that it's in your head. Hey, I can't wait. There's this machine that's going to pay out sooner or
Yeah,
later.
it's
An
all-
entirely
it's all-
different
Yeah, that's
kind
what
of
I said
feeling.
like 3
That's
episodes
literally
ago.
what he said. Yeah. Well, I understand.
It's a psychological addiction.
So my question is it
Some are
different to
both, some are
treat?
just physical.
How do
Huh?
you treat it? Like, you know what I mean?
What?
Hey, okay, watch. Don't think about that machine that's going to pay out money, but I can't because I can't wait until it pays out. You know what I mean? It's different. Alcohol will cost you money unless somebody's buying it for you. Drugs will cost you money.
Yeah, gambling also.
Gambling may or may not put money in your pocket.
Well, no, it may not.
No, gambling will 99% not put money in your pocket.
That's the
The
problem.
rule of gambling is the house always wins. Get it through your head. The house always wins. It is a business. If you think for a second people are going to open up a business where they're going to be losing money, you're out of your goddamn fucking mind. There's an entire city in the fucking desert, southwest of the United States, that has built an entire city upon this concept. Use common sense. You talk about common sense all the time. Use common sense. The house always wins. End of the story. You may or may not win. It's you will lose. You will lose.
All right, so then here, hopefully this will be a pretty sensible thing for me to say. All those people who go in the casino, they should be
They
set aside
lose.
and said, "You idiot, you idiot,
No,
you
no,
idiot."
no, no.
You know,
Because this is the problem with you. You're such a fucking dick. You're like, oh, well, I'm doing this is bad. If it was so bad, then you'd be grabbing everyone. Telling me, no, everyone's an adult. They do whatever they want.
Exactly.
I can understand if 100 people went in there, but there are thousands.
Yeah. So, but what do you
know?
mean? But what does that change? Just because a lot of people do it doesn't make it right.
Okay, this reminds me of the saying, if 10 people went and jumped off a bridge, would you join them? I get that.
But that's what you're doing. You're joining them.
First of all, I have to say, when we were in Las Vegas, I gambled for the sole purpose of the fact that I thought it was cool that I was in Las Vegas indoors smoking cigarettes back to back with a drink and gambling at the same time. There was something that was really cool to me. Now, granted, I lost $140, but I didn't come back with that. You understand?
Adam,
What do you mean come back?
I didn't come back here with that. It stayed in Las Vegas. You understand? Me losing $140 in gambling.
You just categorize it as an expense that you
I
lost
categorize it
Yes.
as having a good time.
Oh, I
Adam,
see, okay.
in Las Vegas, there was a dude having a good time. He was defiling a corpse. Okay,
What does
But-
defiling mean?
defiling a corpse means he was having his
Making
sexual
love.
making love. Yeah, you think that's funny, but all he talks about is losing $140.
I was waiting for it. I was like, he's gonna hang me somewhere.
Okay, I think this
he's gonna
would make
find a
lot
way
of
to hang me.
sense, regardless of what you did or didn't defile. It's a little bit like saying, well, I went for a nice steak dinner, it cost me $140, and instead I gamble and it cost me $140. It was the expense associated.
No,
with
because
going there.
eating is not just an expense associated with going out. You're gonna eat, you gain sustenance, nutrients.
Exactly.
Just throwing it into a machine is not the same thing.
Yeah, but what that did for
But
me
you're
was
telling yourself kind of it was like, okay.
well, no, for me, what that did it was an experience. Where else am I gonna smoke, drink, and gamble indoors ever again in my life?
Downtown, Chinatown.
The city in which you live doesn't count?
Yeah, but it's not as cool. I don't know. There was something grandiose about Las Vegas. You know what I mean? It felt
Atlantic
cool.
City.
Grandiose.
No, but like if I go to Las Vegas, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
maybe with a smaller budget or a bigger budget. Who knows? Depends.
Yeah,
where
we
I'm at
gotta
in my life.
close down the casino. There's a fat man smoking in the corner. We told him there's no smoking, but he was defiling a corpse, and we didn't know what to argue about first.
So, like
Security, come to aisle 7.
like in those casinos, it's literally
Guys, that pedophile's back. He's giggling again.
Go ahead, Poseidon.
stepping into those casinos is like stepping into a small town square. You remember that shit?
Yeah, it was fun.
It's so awesome. It's so cool. It's so breathtaking that humans did this for the sole purpose of extracting money out of other people. Like it was so baffling to me. It was so overwhelming. I was like, I have to gamble. You know what I mean?
Adam, have you ever, because of what he said about the breath, have you ever gotten your breath taken away? Has anyone ever taken your breath
yeah.
away?
Has any experience ever
Could you
been breathtaking?
Could you
for you?
elaborate on what that means?
Has any experience been breathtaking for you?
Yeah.
Oh, like a mate.
Has anyone ever taken your breath away?
I got to think about this.
There was never a moment in your life where you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is so awesome.
Actually, yes. The very first time, just off the top of my head, it was in the year 2000. The very first time I flew to Vancouver, I saw the Rockies. And it was like, wow.
You saw their
You
what?
know, the Rocky Mountains from the plane.
Hold on a
okay.
second. So when we talk about Vancouver, it's not the love of your life that took your breath away. It was a mountain.
The plane, yes. The scenery.
It was rock hard.
Are you sure you liked her?
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the ride.
Oh, I bet the red was good.
Yeah, I bet the ride was very good.
Okay, let me say one more thing, please. We're still on the same
Okay, but
subject.
just what did you describe how you felt at the mountains?
Wow, you know? Canadian Rockies, first time I've ever seen them.
That question with that song and his answer is comedy gold. It's one of the greatest clips of all time.
I'm
in
good
a
at what I do.
podcast.
I'm good
This
at what
is
I do.
hilarious. Take my breath away. I was like, wow. I have to address it. That was insanely hilarious. What the fuck?
But we have our moments.
Only he could say something like that so anticlimactic. I don't know what to say anymore.
Guys, I would like to. You guys can extrapolate the data whichever way you want, but let me ask you a simple question. I am one person out there who gambles, and there are, I don't care. Let's just look at 100. Do you think that there are, in the case of other fellow gamblers, their friends are all like, you know, looking them not in a somewhat of a condescending
We know
way
what you're
and saying,
saying. Yes,
stop,
all their
stop.
friends.
All
That's
the
what friends
people
do.
who are saddled with gambling activity. I won't call it an addiction. Gambling, their hobbies entail gambling. All of those people.
No.
whereby
Shut
that's
the fuck up.
case-
Shut the fuck up.
Bro, alcoholism is not a hobby, and neither is gambling, neither is sex addiction. They're
An
not
activity
hobbies.
you partake in.
So's an orgy.
An activity that has a hold over your life and ruins your life.
Adam, quick orgy question. If you're in an orgy, okay, how about this? You're in a gangbang, okay?
Yeah.
It's you and 6 dudes and a girl.
I refuse to talk about that
You
because
ha-
I don't think about that.
No, I'm making you think about it right now. So
Yeah, it's a hypothetical.
So you're attending an orgy, Adam, okay? Now, let's just say you finish first, right? Do you have to stay there?
Oh, that's a very good
Is
question.
there-
I
I've been
never
thinking
thought
about. I'm
that.
going to talk about it on stage tomorrow. I've been thinking about this.
For real? Fuck, if I partook...
Do you have to stay there?
How am I supposed to know?
No, like I don't know. That's what I'm asking other people what they would do.
a very
Like, do
good
you stay
question.
till it's done? Do you? And then, because what if it's like, no, I would leave. But what if one of the other guys
You have
that's
to
there
formalize me as
is
exactly
your
what an
lift?
orgy. So you got 5 different people and they're all changing partners?
No, that's a swingers thing.
Oh.
That could be an orgy. Yeah, think more of a gangbang. So there's one girl, you and 5 other guys.
Okay.
But if you finish, there's no reason for you to be there. You just came. You're not going to want to be there. But if you finish first, and the other guys are still going. What if one of the guys there gave you the lift there? So you have to wait for him. But what do? You just sit in the corner? Do you like massage the guy? Go, let's go, champ. Do you get Gatorade? Like, what do you do?
Go with the flow.
The age-old question, Pantelis, that you're not asking yourself is, did she come? Okay, are you a gentleman?
No, not if you're the first one. She didn't come.
Huh? Exactly. So what do you got to do? You got to stay and finish the job and make sure she comes.
People.
well.
So you just jamming your fingers in there.
Yeah, you just finger blast her
Comes
while
to the
everyone's
bar,
banging
comes
her.
where? What do you mean? I'm joking. I know what you mean.
What did I mean?
The other spelling, the one with the U, not the O.
Well,
No.
So what did I mean for real? Say what I meant. Forget the spelling.
It's too. How can I put it? You know that I'm a sexual prude. I know what it means. You don't have to worry. Okay.
What does it mean? Say it. You're a man. You have
You're a
balls.
man.
A
Say
man
it.
can do it too, but
Yes,
in this
what
case
is
it's
it?
a woman.
Say it.
Well, something.
Yeah.
A
Two.
little liquid that
Say it,
shows
say
up
it,
somewhere.
say
That's
it.
all
Say
I'm
it,
gonna
say
say.
it, say it.
Okay, you guys know that I know. Okay.
I don't know if you know. Are you trying to say eject?
Yeah. That long word that ends in E. Yes.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it. You're an
Why-
adult man. You can
Yeah,
say
why
it.
can't you say
Fire
it? What's-
ejaculate.
No, say it clearly.
Why? You heard me.
Because no, we didn't. Because you're acting like a little girl. Just say it. You're a man.
Ejaculate.
You're allowed.
Ejaculate.
There you go. Who's a big boy? It's just a word. Don't let it hold so much power over you.
For real.
But Adam, I've already told you, if you let words hold so much power over you, you're letting the Jews win. Don't do that.
So, guys, at the end of this, after all this comedy that was
I
just
have no
set
words.
forth,
You know what? I have
Good.
no words.
I
Good, they have
wanted
no
to-
power over you.
I wanted to know if most people in other fellow gamblers' environments will talk to them the same way you guys are talking to me. You know,
Oy
hey,
vey,
we're
this guy.
worried. I'm just asking your opinion, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what friends
Actually,
do.
would you guys tell Guido you guys were worried about his gambling?
We did. We told him we're worried about his gambling. We're worried
Oh.
about his drug addiction. We're worried about the mishandling of his restaurant. We told him all this
Yeah,
stuff.
we don't have the
Okay.
quantefecta. I
Yeah.
don't, I don't know. It's not even a trifecta with him
Yeah.
anymore.
We like our biggest thing that we told him was, bro, you need teeth.
I mean,
True.
yeah, they're kind of important.
Well, I heard he got screwed over by the Mexican thing, right? He was supposed to go there and get
Yeah, the
them.
Mexican dentist that he was trying to sell ads for. Yeah,
I have to say something.
I said it in early episodes that this was going to end poorly.
It's kind of his fault, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of his fault. Like, you're going to Mexico for dental work, bro. Like, you're in the first world.
What ended up happening? I'm not. You guys have to familiarize me.
He has no more teeth.
This reminds me of, I'm seeing videos, dude, of dentists on online freaking out. They take clips of people going to Turkey to get their teeth filed and to get
Veneers.
veneers. And bro, people are left. What happens is after a year, their veneers fall off, and bro, they're left with like toothpicks of teeth.
That's what Guido has.
Like it's so
As a result
sad.
of Mexico.
It's so sad. For real, do not. I don't know how to put this for people. One thing, I'm not the type of person to try and give advice. I mean, I'm the last person that should be giving advice to anyone. But be grateful for what you have. Otherwise, you may one day miss it. You know what I mean? You have to be grateful for what you have. Even though if what you have may not be the best or may not be the best looking. Look at me. I have crooked teeth also on the bottom. You know,
Are you trying to?
I look like I look like a gorilla when I smile too
Are you
much.
trying to send a cryptic message to your girlfriend?
That's funny. No. But for real, like, be grateful for what you have, because like I feel like the world is going into this modifying my body too much. You know what I mean? Like, it all started with fake tits and it was nice and it was fun, but now we've gone to fucking fake everything, bro. Like what's next? Like fake eyes? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's gone too far. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Assume, like, if I were to go bald, bro, I'm not going in through the hard work of like fucking getting a transplant or putting on a toupee or putting on a wig. I'm either going bald or putting on a baseball cap.
There's a third option, which is kill yourself.
There's that too. You know what I mean? But if you're a strong person, you know,
could just choke yourself
when
out.
you go bald, you know, and you can actually stand to look at yourself in the mirror, then, you know, put a baseball cap or fucking own it.
Adam, quick question. Poseidon wanted to ask you last week, but he forgot. If you punch yourself in the face and it hurts, are you strong or weak?
Oh.
Well, strong because you have a strong punch at yourself.
Is that? But are you weak because you cried?
You didn't ask what happened after you punched
No,
yourself.
but
I
you
just
Why?
said yes.
Oh,
But you
sorry.
hurt yourself.
You hurt yourself. You actually start crying.
So does that make you strong or weak?
How about both?
No, it's one or the other.
What's wrong with saying physically strong? What emotionally weak? I've never been asked a question like that before, so I don't know how.
Well, there's the first time for fucking everything,
no
so
clue
you
to
better
answer it.
think on your feet.
Fine, I think strong.
Strong, why?
He's so strong he hurt himself,
Exactly.
and he's so strong that if it hurt him, that means his punch is so strong.
So let me ask you: if you punch yourself right now in the face and you hurt yourself, does that mean you're strong?
Wouldn't you have
That's
to
the
go a
question.
level deeper and say how badly did I hurt myself?
Okay, let's say punch yourself right now in the arm. Just go.
I don't know.
Do it.
I'm not strong. Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
I
He's
just
weak,
did.
weak.
Yeah, but I'm not the strongest. Bad example. You're not. I'm not a strong guy. I haven't been in the gym in years.
When the fuck were you in the gym?
Been a while. I don't know, 5 years, 6 years.
That's a lie. You used to go to the gym
Before
regularly?
my father passed away. Yeah.
Can I just say something?
7. Okay.
You
well,
jacked would be amazing.
What would you do? I told him he should get into calisthenics.
I would
'cause-
love him being jacked.
Yeah. He's going to be ripped if he goes into calisthenics. What were you doing at the gym?
weightlifting.
Were you a big, bold, strong man?
Well,
What kind of weightlifting did you do? How long did you do it for, first of all?
I went with someone who kind of showed me the ropes.
Okay, this was a friend that
Yeah,
wanted you to
sure.
get more fit?
Yeah.
And what would you lift? What would you do? What are some of the exercises?
Barbells. Man,
How-
you know how long it's been.
How many pounds? Dude, you remember what you ate 35 years ago. Okay, stop.
Some back exercises, some leg exercises,
Oh,
some stomach exercises.
they broke your back in? Came on your stomach?
I don't remember all these details. I mean,
That's a weird thing to say to what I just
I'm
said.
with Poseidon for the record.
That's a very weird thing to say to what I said.
I didn't understand what you meant.
Sure, okay. And
Did
would-
you say that some dude broke your back?
Well, I don't care if it was said or it wasn't said. That's not what happened.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
interesting.
You broke my back.
Guys, I wanted to look at another angle from this well, these-
Addiction?
yes. Do you guys think? Okay. Actually, I'm gonna tell you guys an interesting story. I have a
Oh,
friend
how
who's-
interesting.
Yeah, I have a friend who smokes cigarettes, but he's not worried about. But he also smokes marijuana. And I said,
Dun, dun,
don't you
dun.
think you have a? Why don't you go to a? I don't know what they call these people. They're counselors, right? That help you kick your habit. He says because I don't think that I have a problem. So I have a funny feeling.
Wait, well, what's the problem?
I'm just analyzing people's psyches, right?
But you're just
This-
making up that he has a problem. You think because he smokes
Well-
marijuana like, casually, that's a problem?
He told me he used to smoke whatever every Tuesday, every Saturday, and then
That's
he got
not a
higher and
problem.
higher. Well,
That's
okay,
how
so
most
hold
people
on.
smoke.
Here's where I'm going with this. How do you gauge? This guy needs to kick his habit. This guy's just an occasional
Okay,
smoker.
I'll tell you right now.
Go ahead.
If he had no money and he had to scrounge up cash just to smoke weed,
Yep.
that's a problem.
Well, here's the thing.
Stop talking.
usually
If
puts his
he
last money
casually,
together.
if he casually smokes to calm down, that's not a problem. If he has to borrow money to buy weed, that's a problem.
Sometimes he does.
That's what.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
But so then I'm not here to judge the guy. But
you
do
talking
you
about
do
Guido?
you no? Do you disagree with his mentality? He says I don't have a problem. Well, you're broke.
I disagree
half
with
the
your
time.
mentality. Instead of dealing with your problems, you're talking about someone else's.
No, okay, the reason why I brought him up, just as a reference, okay? How do you tell a gambler, hey, stop gambling? It's not good for you. How? You know? Like,
You're the gambler. We just told you stop. It's not good for you.
but what if I have my own version of events? You know, I like to win. I like the chance of winning.
You like to win, but you like the chance of winning because you haven't won yet. If you had won, I'd be fucking with you.
Then I could tell my counselor to go fuck himself, right?
Yeah.
Not to be mean, but
You know,
I
it's
don't
insane
know.
the mental gymnastics you do just to get out of saying that you're not a gambling addict. It's actually quite impressive, for real. Like, I'm actually impressed.
I admitted it last
No,
time.
you didn't. No, you fucking
your
didn't.
score was 13
No.
out of 20. Mine was 4 out of 10.
No,
and
no.
I said we're splitting
Answer my
hairs.
question. Are you a gambling addict? Yes or no?
You know why? You know why I don't
Are
want
you a
to
gambling
answer?
addict? Yes or no?
You know how you were telling me about Winston Churchill? Hold
Right.
on.
Yeah.
Was he a chronic alcoholic? Was he an occasional alcoholic?
Chronic.
You have subcategories.
Chronic.
Good grief. Okay, well that's him. In my case, you know what? It's not that I want to be rude to anybody here, but you guys don't seem to understand a very simple principle. I have my rent due. You think I'm going to
Okay,
go to
okay,
playground
so
when
what-
my rent is
okay.
due? No.
Okay, what level of gambling addict are you?
Low.
Okay.
Low? Out of 10.
4.
So still a gambling addict.
Didn't you kind of make a parallel with like the obese? If you're
So are you
overweight?
still a gambling addict? Yes or no? Even though you're low level.
Okay, what do you want me to tell you? Okay, you win
Answer
the
yes.
conversation.
No,
You
answer yes
win.
or no.
I
Answer
guess
yes or
you're
no.
gonna want me to say I win. You're
No.
gonna want me to say
Answer
yes?
honestly what you feel. I'm not looking for you to say just yes. Answer
I
honestly
would
what
have
you feel.
to. I would have to figure out how do you gauge what's an addict, what's a non-addict. The guy that smokes a cigarette occasionally, once every few weeks,
Well,
and
you
the
just-
guy who smokes a pack a week.
So are you a gambling addict? Yes or no?
I'd have to figure out what the conventions say. I'm not a gambling. What's the word?
Okay,
I'm not a
let
therapist
me tell
who
you
tells
something.
people
Let me
you
tell you
have a
something.
problem. you
I'm
don't
sick
have
and tired of talking about gambling on this fucking podcast, bro.
reason-
Talk about something else.
The reason you can't say no
a- Yes.
is because you know the answer is yes. A. You're just being a fucking asshole
Adam,
about it.
for real, we have to cut it. I can't. It can't be every
But
episode.
he keeps bringing
I
it
know.
up.
Adam,
Okay, we'll
change
the
subject.
Yeah.
How many dudes have you had sex with this week?
0.
Okay, good. At least you're.
Actually, I thought it was something completely nothing to do with related with gambling.
yeah, go ahead.
I can't believe it only just dawned on me recently. But did you ever listen to Q92, the radio station, when you were younger?
Yes,
maybe?
go on.
Okay.
I never
I'm
listened to that.
surprised that I know you like to laugh and in a very not you're not being mean about it, but you're like you like to laugh at the way radio stations run.
Of course,
their
everyone
business.
does. Yeah.
Now I can't believe it only just dawned on me what the Q92 team does and what we're doing is pretty much the same, except they have time schedules and we don't.
Did you just figure out that podcasting and radio are very similar?
I was trying to figure out why all this
All right, go back to gambling.
condescending talk about radio stations. You know, forget Virgin Radio, forget Chom. Q92
Look,
I find is funny.
I'll give Q92, Virgin Radio, all of them some props. They would never spend 6 months dealing with your gambling addiction.
There's
I'm
that.
just wondering. Look, okay, let me be clear here. Is there any reason? There's two questions. Is
I
there
got
any
an
reason you
idea.
don't think of
I'm
those
listening.
much
We
of
start
those
a new
stations?
segment.
I'm listening.
Asking Adam life advice. We get callers and they call in or they send an email and they ask, what would Adam do? Life advice.
I am not. I don't hate that idea.
I don't know why it just it just hit me.
Adam, what's the best piece of advice you would give to a young man who just turned 18?
There's more than one.
What's the best? I said.
Well, make sure you stay wise and stay out of trouble.
That's not.
You know what?
It's vague as shit.
Forget the segment. It was a bad idea. Forget the segment.
What would you suggest I do? Just be you. like-
Forget the segment. Well, maybe it's too vague for him. Maybe we gotta be a little more specific.
Adam,
Yes.
um,
But let's say it's a woman caller. She calls in. She caught her husband cheating.
with the local dog,
Yeah, with a dog.
what advice do you give her?
What advice do you give to this woman?
Go and see a psychiatrist, a psychologist, whatever.
You know what? Yeah, it was a terrible idea. Nah,
I
it's
love
not-
how he's victim shaming.
Yeah, it's not
The
a good
girl
segment.
catches her husband fucking a dog, and he's like, "Bitch, you need therapy.
Yeah,
It's your fault. Why are you walking in on him?"
yeah. This is a terrible. This is a scratch that idea. Actually,
Yeah, it's horrible.
toss it into the garbage. I just realized he's too autistic for that. Okay.
Adam, has any of the men that you met recently, have they reached out to you at all? The Americans, all them?
no,
Have you kept
actually,
in touch? No.
I haven't had the chance.
No one wants.
You haven't had
second
the
date.
chance.
I haven't gotten around to it. Okay, sorry. That
You
was
literally
way
have a
later.
cell phone that you can communicate with
Yeah,
everyone.
you also
at any-
don't do anything.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I would like to say something. My father no longer has a cell phone,
How
Why
come?
would he no
and
longer have a cell
I'm
phone?
kind of relieved, but also at the same time, I'm like, bro, there's no way. Like that's so insane.
But
He's
why?
like,
What's
if you
his-
want to communicate with me, Skype.
telepathy. Wait, how? No cell phone. Oh, yeah, on his computer.
Yeah, I go, and he goes, you want to call me? Skype. I have it on my phone. But what if you're someone without like internet? There's internet everywhere. I'm like,
That's not true.
that's not how that works. And then like he's like, these fucking scammers, they fucking charge me $5 extra. I'll teach them, man.
Well, for $5, he says, "Fuck, I'm going off the grid."
My dad is the type to be like, yeah, they charged me an extra 30 cents. Well, fuck you, cancel.
I mean, it is what it is at this point.
But at some point,
So
bro,
how's he gonna live though? I don't get it.
I don't know, bro. But at some point, like, just choose your battles, man. You know what I mean?
So something obviously happened to him.
Yeah, he was Jewed out of
He
$5.
was duped. He was duped. Yeah.
He goes, what?
Duped was the word I was gonna say, right?
No, you said Jude.
Duped.
Say it with me again. Say it with me. Say duped.
Duped.
Duped. Oh wow, you keep saying it. Wow, that's terrible. You're a terrible person. Question for you, Adam. How do magnets work?
Principles of physics.
That doesn't answer anything. That's like saying, how do cars work? A principle of cars.
Well, I don't know the in-depth. I can't give you an in-depth answer because I'm not an engineer or a technician.
No, but use your imagination a little bit. How would?
Yeah, they depending if it's a plus or a minus, I don't know. They attract. Oh my goodness, am I being like put on the spot here?
Yeah, actually, that's the whole point of a podcast. The whole point of a podcast
If
is
the
you're going into
polarity
it.
on one of the magnets is the opposite of the polarity on there, then they'll come together.
Okay, explain it like you're explaining it to a 5-year-old. What is polarity?
Some force on the magnet that attracts other objects.
Okay. And
If-
which polarity attracts, which repulses?
Adam,
I can't
hold
answer
on.
that.
We're asking you a simple fucking question, bro.
Fire, air, and dirt. Fucking magnets. How do they work?
That's all we're asking you, bro.
Yeah.
Well, whoever artist that's playing will be a better person to ask.
Well, he doesn't know either.
That's why he's asking you. He's asking help from Adam.
No. Okay. How do planes work?
That I can tell you a little bit about because my sister was an engineer, is an engineer.
Oh, nice. I didn't know your sister was badass.
There's a physicist called Bernoulli, and it's got something to do with lift, the engine. I have a very basic way of describing it, but I can't give you an advanced way. There's air underneath the wings. They make the plane fly when
Fuck.
it's in motion.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that helped. I feel like you made it harder for me to understand.
If you want to give me a 2 out of 10, be my guest on the answer. But it's got to do with the flap of the plane.
Oh, the flap, eh?
Flap. I don't know.
You like
Flap
the- you
that
like the flaps?
plane.
So listen, speaking of throwing stuff away, did you give any thought to what I said earlier on? I'm surprised you don't think that much. I don't care about the other stations, about the Q92 staff. You know, they do the same thing that we're doing right now, except they have
Yeah, dude,
times.
we don't need you to tell us that radio and podcasts are fucking similar. That's
Are you-
retarded.
I think he
I-
just wants a job at Q92.
I clearly remember you telling me, you were laughing at like Virgin Radio and mixed.
This
and
is why I'm
Show
laughing
My
at them
Fun.
because they have you listen to them.
And you just told me earlier on you used to listen to Q92.
Yeah, when I was a child and podcasts didn't exist.
Oh well.
There's people that
How
wrote.
convenient you're
There's
telling me
people,
that now.
there's people that used candlelight too when electricity didn't. It's not that they're not gonna be like candles instead of electricity. You still choose electricity.
Yeah.
I'll use the words once again. Can I not use the words mutually? They're not mutually exclusive. You can listen to podcasts and the radio.
Yeah, you could. No one stopped
You
you.
know, I was trying to get to the bottom of why you're not so
But what he's
thrilled
trying to
about
say,
that
what he's
particular
trying to say
station.
is, why would you not flip a light switch instead of going through the trouble of lighting up a candle to see? That's what he's trying to say.
Siding gets it.
Podcasts are more evolved than the radio stations.
Bingo.
Well, I don't know.
The radio never made fun of my gambling addiction. the radio never called me a pederast. Never accused me
Actually,
of homosexuality with
That's because
Samadana.
they're in on it.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something academic. If you actually, let's just say, if Q92 invited you as a host on the show, they would probably say you'd be accused of inappropriate content.
Oh,
right?
is that what they would accuse me
I'm
of?
asking. I'm just
I would
asking.
accuse them of making shit content.
So question for you.
Shoot.
Oh, fuck, but I don't know because your brain doesn't understand it. It's
That
so
is true. Your
weird.
brain does not understand things.
Okay, would you rather drive a car from the 80s or a modern day car?
It's not that I don't understand. I don't agree. You're in a car. You open the radio. It takes 10 seconds. You go up and down. You pick your favorite station.
I mean-
but a podcast, okay, why
My
is
phone
it that
instantly
more
connects.
evolved?
My phone instantly connects to Bluetooth, and I have an app that I could
Yes,
listen to
I
every
know you
single
have
podcast.
all that satellite radio and shit, but
No.
know.
I have an app on my phone, and I have 40 gigs of 100 gigs of internet that I can listen to anything anyone made around the world at any
Oh,
time
shit.
I want. It's at
Okay,
my
guys,
fingertips.
I'll give you a very good answer.
Whereas opposed to with the radio, I
Right.
am limited not only geographically,
Right, especially
but
geographic.
also time zone wise.
Right.
I can only listen to certain things at certain times they're gone forever after you listen to them, and you're geographically limited.
Okay, I see.
A podcast
Can be
is
over and
recorded.
over and over, yeah.
You can listen to it anytime you want,
Right.
not just the time that it was released.
And
or that it's
also,
live.
you could say whatever you want.
You could say whatever
Okay,
you
that's
want,
true.
whatever your opinion
Well,
is.
within
Everyone
reason, yeah.
has a voice.
Yes, within reason. Fact.
Like, how do you not realize
I'll give
how
you
podcast is electricity
I'll
The
give
devil
you-
really
and,
likes
and,
it.
and radio is the fucking
Fine,
candle?
The cars from the 80s and the 2000s. Your point is clear.
I don't think it is.
I'm actually okay. You know what it is? I like Q92. I find them funny, and I know you're gonna turn around and say that I could listen to a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah, but you
I
do
like the
realize there's also
content.
podcasts that are also cheesy and wacky that you can listen to at any time you want.
Whoa, can you guys believe what happened this morning on the 40? Well, tell us, Steve. Oh, this is going to be so funny. So a truck driver lost control and he ran over 9 people, killed a mother and her children. Wow, truck drivers are so wacky, Steven. Well, we'll be back after this break at 7:20 in the a.m. The N-word.
I do have something to say. There is something comedic about saying something so tragic in that voice.
I would love to hear if Terry and Ted would kind of agree with you along those same lines.
Of course they agree. That's why they're doing podcasts.
Okay.
They started their own podcast.
I thought it was a question of the stations couldn't afford them and they wanted better for themselves.
They literally said that they want to piss on every radio station and every bald man with glasses that listens to the radio.
All right.
That's a direct quote. Standing by podcast weekly Wednesdays.
God damn, bro. There's no way. There's no way.
Okay, guys, how about this? I think the most appropriate word for me to use is narrow.
Let me ask you. You've taken a
care.
plane. You've taken a plane
Yes,
to go somewhere.
of course.
Why not just use a bicycle? That's funny to him.
Okay.
That's insane.
Okay, your car from the 1980s and your car from the 2010s, they both drive. So it's not the best
So the bikes.
example.
Bikes get
So
you
do the
somewhere.
bikes. But
Bikes don't fly.
why take one method of transportation over the other?
He's-
Okay,
Poseidon's finally asking the hard-hitting questions.
I'm pointing out to you that you gave me a good example, and I said it really doesn't matter. Your car from the 80s
Okay.
and your car from the 2010s, let's say, they both have engines and they both drive.
Okay.
One is
yeah,
older.
but one of them has more chances of breaking down on you because it's older and it has more mileage, and it's getting old. Some stuff are rusted.
Well,
So you're saying there's no better option? A car from 2010 or a car from
fine.
1980?
I am not so interested in evolving. Does that make a little bit more sense? I'm not, you know what I mean?
And that's your problem. And that's your problem.
I love how you said I'm not so interested in evolving. That's amazing.
In
you
terms
do-
of my taste,
But you
radio
do
and-
realize that like a car has a 15-year lifespan, right?
Let's say, yeah.
A car from the 1980s, if it's around, it's probably a Toyota, but it probably runs like a piece of shit. The AC probably doesn't work or the heating doesn't work. There's a lot of noises. You're not comfortable. You don't feel like you're gonna make it to your destination. You don't feel safe. There's a lot of factors as to why you would not want a car from the 1980s. But instead, you use your insane brain to say, and they're both methods of transportation. Okay, bro, so use a fucking canoe to cross the Atlantic, bro. What do you want me to tell you? Don't take a plane. Like, it's so insane what you're saying.
Oh, man.
It's so
I
fucking
have a feeling
insane.
Pantelis is going to concede all that, eh?
What?
Pantelis will concede that it's just as insane.
You
from
have
what
the
he's-
same logic as my father. My father wants to cross the Atlantic Ocean by boat because he doesn't like going through security at the airport. Which is one of the...
Can I just say that's funny? That's hilarious.
It
'cause
is
I don't like security
hilarious.
at the airport either.
But it's insane. You put up with it just because you know you're going to get to your destination.
By the
Well,
way, Adam, what he means by security, he's talking about the blacks. That's what
there was a
he just put
time
up with it.
where there was a time where you thought you'd make it to your destination safely. Not in 2025, clearly. You know what I mean? There's all these planes falling out of the fucking sky, tipping over because, they're letting a certain variety of people drive them. I'm not going to go into details, but whatever. You get it.
Asians.
And Asian women. So...
Oh, man. The more I talk, the more I'm losing this argument. So what do you want me to say?
You're not losing an argument. First of all, you cannot win an argument you already lost before it even started. to begin saying so. It's completely insane that you have this way of thinking. You know what I mean? Like there's at some point, like I get it that you don't want to have to deal with certain things, But you would rather deal with more complex things.
Okay, guys, hold on.
And more complications just because you don't want to deal with that one thing.
I don't want to use
like it's so anti-diplomatic and
Hold on,
anti
please.
like it's so insane.
Hold
to
on
me.
for a second.
right.
I'm actually going to give you reasons to think. Okay, it's not cut and dry.
I don't think that's true, but go
I
on.
watched pretty much each and every one of Simon Damo's podcasts going back to 2 years ago, year and a half ago. So
right.
I like them both. Okay, I like
You
radio
go
because it's
both ways.
traditional, and I like podcasts.
You go
depending
both
on-
ways.
Yes,
Okay, that's what we thought.
but like I said, I find Q92 funny. What do you want me to tell you?
But we're not mad that you find it funny.
You know,
We're
and
saying
I'd like to hear. I'd like to
we
hear
would
what the
find it
fans
funny if
have
you
to
didn't
say.
find it funny. Like it's obvious that someone like you would find it funny.
And it's also it's not the fact that you listen to it. It's your arguments about everything. And it's the fact that you don't understand the difference between electricity and candlelight. Like it's insane. Like I don't know if you like. I'm really starting to think it's an act.
Whoa, we got our super fan Adam on the line. Adam, tell us what's on your mind. He's laughing at us, Steven. Well, thank you for trying, but bow, 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 bow. That wasn't the correct answer. We hope you fickety fuck yourself. We'll be back after these messages. The N-word.
Like it's so.
I'll tell you what, guys. Please, let's see if we can conduct a little survey and ask fans. How many of you fans listen to commercial radio? You know, and you know. It's like I feel like I'm selling something that's been on the market for fucking.
I can't. There's no way. There's no way you're this insane and retarded.
Adam, you so crazy.
That's crazy. You want to ask people listening to podcasts
You guys ever heard a podcast?
if they're listening to the radio?
It's
It's so stupid.
Explain.
It's so
You're
stupid.
in a vehicle, right? So
Let me ask you. You watch Netflix?
I have.
Did you buy the recent VHS tape? What are you saying?
I didn't.
It's
answer your
so
question.
crazy. It's so crazy. It's like you have a smart TV, but you buy a VHS tape. It doesn't make sense.
But you're the one suggesting that. I wouldn't do
No,
it.
I'm making parallels. Like you're asking people who listen to a podcast if they listen to the radio. They already listen to something better.
I already listened to something better. Q92.
It's like asking somebody, hey, your car from 2020 with all the tech and features that you love so much, you know what? Like, hey, would you drive this Honda Civic from 2005?
Hey,
No,
your
clearly
point's
they're
clear,
driving.
your
They're
point is
driving something
clear.
that they like. Like it's so crazy.
Right.
Hey, you in the BMW X3, the 2023 year model. What do you like so much about 2000? What do you prefer, 2005 Honda Civic or your 2023 BMW X3? Oh, you like your BMW, Pfft, loser. What are you saying, bro?
I came here in a helicopter.
Bro, I went from a Honda Accord to a Honda Civic, and I wanted to die.
Bad mistake, in other words, right?
What?
Meaning it was not a good mistake to go from the Accord to the
No,
Civic.
meaning I had to go to it. I was miserable. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
And you know what they say, Adam? Misery loves company. I'm going to shoot myself in the head.
Ah, dude, like, yeah, I don't understand sometimes, man. Like,
We've
it's
only
so
had a
crazy.
limited number of conversations on the thought of
Like,
radio.
you're the
Come
type
on.
of guy, bro, to have a perfectly functioning dishwasher right next to you and still go
And
to
you
the
don't even remember her name.
and still going through the trouble of washing the dishes yourself by hand.
Oh,
Like, this is the type of person you are. Like, it's so insane. Because a dishwasher and they want chemicals and shit. I'm like, I don't know. Like, dude, I don't know how to get through to you. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Let me ask you.
Adam,
You still,
what is it going to take to get through to you?
do you still wash your clothes in the lake? Unlike those peasants that
Okay, guys, can we
wash
please move on?
wash
Adam,
in
do
the
you
dryer.
still consider the darkies farming equipment? You got to get with the times, man.
He's the type of guy to go to a cotton picking farm and be like, you're using a machine You fucking idiot. You do realize there's perfectly good human beings for that. Well, not human beings technically, but
Adam, someone said that they saw you walking the streets of downtown Montreal and you approached an African American family and said, "Hey, how much?"
you have multiple jobs, right?
Yes.
Okay. At this job, let's say the factory job, you package
Yes.
stuff, right?
Warehouse.
What do you do at that warehouse again?
It varies. Sometimes I deliver items.
Okay.
Sometimes I handle shipments coming in.
Okay.
You ever deliver that ass?
Let me ask you: when you receive an item, you use a box cutter to open it?
We have that knife.
Okay, you have that knife. Well, I want you to stop that. I want you to use your fingernails.
Like a real man.
Yeah. Question for you: do you have to sometimes scan parcels with a scanner? Beep.
I think the shipping company takes care of that. We don't.
Okay, but
Adam, do you use toilet paper?
do you
Hold on, I gotta hear this. Do you use toilet paper?
Obviously.
Be a real man. Use your fingernails.
Yeah. Well, some people still
Okay.
do,
Can
but
we?
anyways.
Can we move on to the next subject?
You still
Yes,
use-
that's enough harassment over the radio.
Yeah, do you use toilet bowls? Yeah, just dig a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
But do you understand your logic?
Yeah, I do.
You finally get it.
Adam, don't listen to him. He's a bad influence.
It's crazy. Like, it's so. I'm sorry. I get worked up. I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone, but I get so worked up over this type of shit. It just because it's so. It does. It just. It's. Fuck, man. In other words, you know, AI videos have leveled up like crazy. I use AI for almost everything now. By the way, I go on
Like,
ChatGPT.
what do you mean?
I have a question. I no longer even use Google. I just go on ChatGPT. Hey, what do you think about this?
Oh, ChatGPT. Yeah, it is AI. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I just go and I
ChatGPT
ask it.
uses AI, right?
ChatGPT is AI. So I just go and ask that. I wanted to write, I don't know, a 10 paragraph thing about this. I go, hey, write this about this. Make it sound as if it was me. Make it sound professional. Bam, writes me a 10 paragraph. All I gotta
Make
do
it
is
sound like it was me, so it's just riddled with spelling errors.
and no sound, not written. Hey, it has bro every third word. It just fucking writes up shit for me. It's fucking amazing. It's completely amazing. Like it relieves so many tasks.
How long has it been around for?
Probably 47 years.
Yeah,
If you guys want to be funny, I mean, how long has it been since the
I don't
market's
know.
evolved?
5 years.
Oh yeah.
AI has been around probably.
The
longer.
markets keep evolving.
Well, known to the public, probably about 3, 4, 5 years, maybe. But known to people working on it, it's probably been a dozen of years, probably been a decade or two.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about that?
For AI?
AI? I know the military's been using it for a while.
AI, no.
No?
No, AI is relatively new mass market. Yeah, they avoided that kind of shit. We're fucking around with it, and it's not good.
No. Because I've been seeing AI videos, dude. Crazy.
Dude, they're crazy. They're like lunatic shit.
Yeah, it completely, but not just lunatic shit. But if you want to make something realistic, like, dude, it's actually a good, like, it's doing a great job at generating video imagery. Like, it's actually scary. Like, and this is just in 2 years. Like 2 years ago, AI videos were like so garbage. They're like, you could tell there's like weird hand movements and shit, and there's like the background is moving in this weird way. But now, like, it's getting good where the background is stable, and if it has like a humanoid moving and shit,
A humanoid.
like a somebody that looks like a person,
A humanoid.
yeah, and they're moving properly. They don't have any extra limbs and shit. They still look a little cartoony and goofy, So that's what gives it away. But give it another 2 more years, I don't think we're gonna be able to differentiate, for real. Like, they can have
It's actually, I've seen people making fake movie trailers now with AI.
really.
That
Like,
you think it's real, but it's AI. Because some is shit, and you notice, and some, I don't know what they're using. It's fucking really
But
convincing.
like, think about this: they're gonna be able to use Marlon Brando in perpetuity.
Well, if he
Or-
signed off on that.
Well, he's dead.
But that's why you can't. If his estate doesn't sign off on it, you can't do that. So that's why they're trying to get actors now. There was a whole argument last time
Yeah.
getting just actors to sign away those rights. And people are like, fuck off. Because then they won't need you anymore.
Yeah,
They'll
exactly.
take your likeness and they have your voice. So what do they need you for?
And they paid you $5 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely insane what's happening in the world right now. There's gonna be. There was the .com boom There was that.
There's gonna be the AI boom is what's happening.
There's gonna be an AI boom for sure. It's gonna take over entire industries. They're already doing it with like if you apply for jobs. Basically, now what they do is, let's say you get 1,000 applicants, AI just scans, and you could train the AI. Hey, find me a DEI person or whatever.
Stop being racist.
Yeah, or find me a midget with green hair that like I don't know, some crazy shit.
And AI's like, lol, let's get it, buddy.
Yeah, or you tell it, hey, find me a candidate that has this, and this criteria, and the AI is just gonna find you the best matches. So like it's gonna completely evolve industries and also decimate industries, in my opinion.
Oh, AI is already decimating industries.
Yeah,
Yeah, because there's so much shit that you don't need anymore. You can just get AI to do for you.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy, man. Are you scared of AI, Adam? You think it could take your job?
No.
Adam's not afraid of AI. He doesn't believe in toilet bowls.
Guys, I will leave it up to how you guys want to react to this, but I think I might actually get, dare I say, rewarded for a little bit of rational thought. Hear me out, okay? I made this big stink in the past about it's not Facebook's fault that people, use me and took advantage of me and that Indian guy and what have you. It's the fact that you allowed somebody that you didn't know to, make all these bullshit offers. So you know what I just thought about? It is not Facebook's fault that I found myself duped by a woman pretending, an Indian man, let's say, or a Pakistani man pretending to be a woman, right? It's not Facebook's fault.
Whose fault
it's the fault of the person that's speaking because I fell for something so bullshitty, right?
So it's your fault.
Yes. Now hold on. I actually wanted to extend it. You could talk about Facebook. You could talk about a computer. You could talk about a gun. You could talk about the evil is in the person. For example, right? A gun is not an evil thing. You could be a soldier in a war and you're protecting yourself. The evil is when it falls into the wrong hands. Hence, I think you may be inclined to agree with me that Facebook per se is not evil. The people using it are evil, but don't drag.
Aren't you the one using it?
Did his frontal cortex just develop?
I think it just exploded.
I was talking to, let's say, an unnamed person about it. And he said, yeah, you got a point.
I like how I was talking to, let's say, an unnamed person. Yeah, well, you know those people that no one names? Who?
A guy I hadn't seen in like 10 years. It's not important who it is, but we had an interesting conversation about it.
You're really pushing it.
Was he wearing a tight hat?
You really want to get the Mossad on us. I think
they are.
They probably already are, yeah.
Anyway.
They're dealing with Hamas, and they're like, we gotta get rid of that guy. And then Hamas is like, I know, I agree, fuck this guy.
It's just everyone hates
we hate him too.
Anyway, I can't think of any other word besides yes. You're finally realizing it, right?
I'm finally realizing. Yeah, I'm finally waking up.
Yeah.
Good job.
So you realize it's not the gun; it's the person behind the gun.
Yeah.
Wow. How many years did it take you to come to that conclusion?
Too many.
He admits it at least. That he'll admit, but you won't admit you're a gambling addict.
Adam, are you more of a boobs man or a butts man? Is what they're asking in the chat.
In what capacity? When looking at women?
Yeah, like what do you prefer?
Boobs.
Yeah, I'm more of an ass guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Huh. Never cared for it that much.
I have to say though, I do have my moments where like a nice pair of tits absolutely makes me.
There's nothing wrong with a nice pair of boobs.
Yeah, it makes me go feral. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what got
But like
arrested.
most of the time, it's the ass that makes me go feral. Just like like a nice bubbly round ass. Just like
Adam, what do you got to say about that?
To each their own, right?
That's what I'm talking about, baby. To each their own.
So let me ask you, what men have you had sex with that have boobs?
I don't know why you're
That's a
asking me
great
that.
question.
None.
Interesting.
That's right, Adam. You defend your honor. Mm-hmm. You don't let this guy pull out all your secrets. You need to keep some type of mystery.
Yeah.
It's important to keep some type of mystery about you.
Do you, Pantelis, do you remember we had this, I guess you could say, discussion, which you pretty much made your point clear and everyone agreed with it, about going through airports and security it's all political, right? They want everybody to go through security and it's bullshit because it's.
Yeah, it's mostly what happens is it's bureaucracy. It's
political bureaucracy.
What happens is something bad happens. People go like, "This can't happen again," and then people go, "Oh fuck!" So they feel like they have to do something about it. So they
overcorrect.
And then
they overcorrect,
and then they check all your.
But the truth is, no matter how much you overcorrect or how much you try to constrict bad things from happening, bad things are gonna happen. It's
C'est vrai, c'est la vie.
it's one of the laws of the universe, actually.
Yeah, the universe has a book of laws, Adam. You ever read it?
No.
Yeah. Well, that's your first mistake.
Mhm.
So in order for the good to exist, bad has to exist, unfortunately.
That's all accurate, Adam. So
Same
far,
thing
so
with
good.
light and dark, same thing with cold and heat. So bad things are inevitable. Now, it's how you react to said bad things that make you kind of get through them, you know? Because it's going to rain and there's going to be sunshine. You can't control that. What you can control is what you do in the rain.
Get an umbrella.
That's one of the options, yeah. You know? You can, I don't know, dance in the rain, make it fun.
Get in the pool and you don't need to have any umbrella.
No, that's a terrible idea. If there's lightning, you're dead. Don't listen to this man. You never get in the
We're reporting live with Adam. Shocking turn of events in that swimming pool.
you never get in the pool when it's raining.
Adam,
I'm surprised he's not dead, bro.
Adam, it is amazing that you survived this
That's
long.
crazy. You know, or if it's raining, what I like to do when it's raining is I like to walk. Let's say I have to walk to a destination instead of pulling out my umbrella like a pussy. I allow myself to get wet a little bit, and I like to walk all mysterious, like
can
and
also
tough,
put your-
like, and act like I'm untouchable, like I'm this mysterious bad guy
What a
walking
crazy
through the
notion
rain.
called putting your hood on and you're unaffected by the rain.
No hood, bro. No condom. Raw, bro. I raw dog life. That's what it is.
He raw dogs the life
Yeah,
dog.
and it's part of my problem. Yeah, bro. Me. That's how I deal with the rain. Is I put on a straight face, I let the rain fall on me, and I walk right through it. I try to look like a badass, but I end up looking like a retarded gorilla. That's a different story for another time.
Gorilla time.
Speaking of retarded gorillas,
Yes,
they're
enough about me.
They're trying to deport Elon Musk. Did you see
I
this?
saw that. I
Are you
saw that.
serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they're not trying to deport him. They're just trying to get a petition.
Oh yeah, they're trying to. Well, yeah, you know, they're trying to get the petition to try and deport him. What do you think about that?
I think it's
I have to know more
insane.
information.
I
Is he
think
not
I-
a U.S. citizen?
Well, technically South African, but there's something really funny about that.
It's kind of dumb.
There's something. There's a joke here. There's
is?
definitely something happening
It's
here.
so embarrassing.
Yeah. But
Guys,
you know, there's something funny about them. You know, they're trying to deport a strong, you know, independent African American. You know.
And he's a real African American. He's
Yeah,
actually
exactly.
from Africa.
Yeah, he's from Africa, immigrated to America, so he's actually African American. Not like
Who?
Elon Musk.
The Department of Justice, the Department of Immigration. Who's trying to
Regular human beings.
People
regular
like you.
racists.
People like you, actually.
regular
yeah.
people who hate African
Yeah,
Americans.
people that dislike African Americans.
So it's basically you and your homies.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, it's not up to private people. It's up to a department.
I like your style.
This man
I
had to
like your
walk.
style.
This man had to walk 53 miles just to go get water. And now he builds rockets.
Yeah, that's all accurate.
And he's moved up in the world.
Exactly. Are you building rockets, Adam?
You're not building rockets, Adam.
Has either one of you guys ever driven a Tesla by any chance?
Yes, I have.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Keep bragging. You driven it? You driven it?
Oh, you have.
Yeah.
Who is the idiot that has allowed you to drive that vehicle?
Call the rental car company.
Oh yeah, that is what they're called.
I would say idiot company.
I played myself.
Who's-
I played myself.
That's good. He also played himself.
Yeah.
There was no debate. It's like, yeah, they're dumb.
So what did you like about the Tesla?
I liked the performance. I liked the way the car ran, but I wasn't crazy about that stupid charging all the time.
What do you mean all the time?
Wow.
How many
Took it
times did
outside
you have
the
to
city
charge it?
3 times, I think.
How many times did you have to charge it in a week?
Well, no, I had it for 1 day.
How many times did you charge it in a day?
Adam, I got to take a
Throughout
leak.
the time-
Just continue about the
Yeah.
Tesla.
Throughout the time that I had it for 24 hours, right?
Okay.
From Saturday to Sunday, let's say 3 times. I drove
Okay.
out outside the city, first time, second time, third time. So, it was nice, but that's,
How,
that
how
you're
much
talking
mileage
about,
did you do? Where did you go?
outside the city, about 100 kilometers.
You had to charge it 3 times. That's insane.
More than 100 kilometers, 150. Towards Quebec
What-
City, I was going.
Okay, when was this?
Before Christmas, I think. Around Christmas.
What were you doing in Quebec City?
I don't want to embarrass myself. I'm not going to say the reason.
Just say it. Was it romantic?
I went to a casino. want to check it out. That's all. Since I don't generally get a chance to go that far, it was just Actually,
I'm gonna ask you
no.
this again, Adam. I'm gonna
Yes.
ask you this again, Adam.
What did I do with the car?
Are you a gambling addict? Yes or no?
Can I provide you with the answer next podcast?
You rented a car.
Hold on.
You rented a car.
That wasn't my original plan. My original plan
Shut
was to
the
do something
Okay,
else.
what was your original plan?
Thank
What was your
you.
original plan? Enlighten me.
I was supposed to go on a trip with somebody. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank.
Okay, why didn't you go on a trip with somebody?
Because the person canceled on me. And I got a cheap rate, so I figure I might as well keep the car.
And what were you gonna do?
Oh, I
Hold-
just
hold on.
remembered. I was supposed to go to Ottawa with somebody.
Okay,
Yeah.
Hold on. And what were you gonna do with this person once you got there?
Oh, I think it was a wrestling show. Coming back to me, it was a wrestling show in Ottawa. But there was a.
Where was
what
this
do I call it?
wrestling show?
I just told you in Ottawa.
No, but in what
I don't
venue?
remember.
Was it in a casino?
No,
Now, let me ask you: were you also gonna check out a casino in Ottawa?
no. I don't know. You're finding what I'm saying suspicious, but I have the car, so I figure I might as well go somewhere with it, right? I have.
Bro, this fucking guy, bro.
Okay, I'll
I
tell you
heard
this.
you while I was taking a piss.
Are you serious?
I thought Adam died. All I heard was Adam.
dude,
Adam.
first of all, what he said, we both went non-verbal for about a minute.
What did he say?
Bro,
I'll tell the story. I
No,
rented a car.
shh. He rented a car,
I believe that.
A
That sounds
Tesla.
like him.
okay? He was supposed to go to Ottawa to watch a wrestling show with someone.
There was a weather problem.
What
was the weather
Weather warning.
But there wasn't a weather problem to take said rental car and to go to Quebec City to visit a casino.
My passenger
the
was
weather
the one
problem.
who got nervous.
The
not
weather problem
me.
was you had to decide whether or not
See,
you wanted
guys,
to gamble.
Do you remember last time when I told you guys I pride myself in not lying? The guy that I was supposed to go Ottawa with got scared. I'm not driving with this in this weather. Hence, I'm now left with a car. And what am I going to do with it?
Well, might as well go to Quebec City and look at a casino. I don't have a gambling issue. I only spent, instead of canceling the reservation, I only spent what, $150 that day, just for the rental.
100.
Okay, for the Tesla, about $100. Okay, I only spent $100 in rental, and then how much did you pay for the charging?
Nothing. You go to a charging station. It's free.
No, it's not free. You have to pay.
If you're lucky and you find the right place.
No, dude,
Why
I'm
am I
telling you,
making this up?
it's
I
not-
went to
none
one
of them-
place. They wanted a credit card. I went to another place. It took a long time, but they charged it for free. Okay, I would have gotten a bill in that case. If you're claiming there's a flaw in my logic, I would have gotten
No.
a bill from the rental car company. I
no,
didn't
you
get a
ended up
bill.
using somebody else's credit card, probably.
I don't think so. I went
Yeah.
to 3 separate.
Yeah, what happened? What
a Tesla
happened?
dealership.
I know how these chargers work. Is they don't close them properly. Some people, and if you take it and put it in your car, it charges the next person. It charges the same person.
You charge an innocent man for your
I
electrolytes?
don't know.
So hold on. So you spent $100. And let me ask you, how much did you spend for eating and sleeping and going to this casino?
Eat sleep, as they call it.
Did you sleep in Quebec City?
No.
You didn't.
There,
Okay.
I went there for a
Okay.
few hours.
A few hours. How many hours?
I left at 9. Okay, if you want an pick, I left at 8 or 9.
A.M.
Got there at 12.
Damn.
3 hours and turned around. Okay.
Damn.
So much for your claim about
3 hours. How much did you spend at the casino?
about $100.
And you don't have a gambling addiction. You rented a car for $100.
It wasn't
Just
my plan, but you don't want to hear it, right?
When you live with a roommate, but you still went, regardless of whether it was in your plan or not. You still went. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, how much, Pantelis, let me ask you this. How
I'm
much
listening.
weight does the fact that I've not been there since and it's not been in my list of plans to go there? How much weight does that said statement have?
Adam,
None.
before Christmas, instead of looking to celebrate Christmas with family and loved ones, you rented a car. You were supposed to see a wrestling match with another man
Mhm.
in Ottawa. They bailed, and then you still rented the car.
No, because he bailed while I already had the car. I said, don't worry. And then the guy, he had a friend living in
Okay, so
Ottawa.
why not
He said
just-
there's a weather warning.
So why not just drive around the
can't-
car for a day and just enjoy it and bring it back?
Oh,
But
man.
instead,
I mean,
you're
that
like-
wasn't the craziest thing he just told you.
But instead, you had to go to the casino and get in another city to check it out? What are you, a casino manager? What are you talking about?
Adam, you're my favorite casino
Okay, guys.
manager.
I will be 1,000,000% honest with you right now.
Uh-oh.
You know how many casinos I've been to outside of Quebec? Niagara Falls, Vancouver. That's it. So your claim, oh, you've been here and here and here. No. I go to a place.
That's not what I claimed. That's not what
Well,
I claimed.
I'm
He
just,
didn't
I
claim
want to
that.
make
That's not
sure
what I claimed.
that I'm not going to get accused of
That's
something.
not at all. Damn, bro. Damn. Wow. You visited another, like, damn.
Hey, Adam,
That's crazy.
if you had to face one child in a fight that's the size of 9 gorillas, or you had to fight 100 children at 8 years of age, but normal height, normal size, what would you choose? Like, where do you have your better odds
I
of
love
winning?
asking me these hypotheticals.
Yeah,
There's no room in my brain to even think about such an
There's
idea.
definitely
'cause
no
you're-
room in your brain.
Yeah, yeah. That's the problem. Oh, that's a very good question.
That is it. What would you pick? One giant toddler, but like giant, like 9 gorillas, like a dinosaur, or 100
Well,
8-year-olds?
here's
So
a
he's
great-
just-
here's
so
a
he's-
thought.
so
I
he's
wouldn't
just
want
a-
to get in a fight with anybody.
So it's a
That's not- you
9-year-old.
can't answer like that, Adam.
Well,
So
you
so
know.
so it's a 9-year-old that's as big as, let's say, I don't know, like a truck
Yeah,
or like a boat. Let's say a boat, right?
a little boat, yeah, or a big boat.
Like a yacht. It's as big as a yacht.
Big as
No.
a yacht, yeah. Not a super yacht, but it's like a.
Okay, so it's like a say well,
like a little yacht.
Well, how big are 9 gorillas? Like each
That's
gorilla.
big, bro.
Yeah.
One gorilla
Like, go
could
up
rip
to
your
the
head
roof
off.
here.
Yeah.
9 gorillas is about this room, right? I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a child as big as this room, and he's a 9-year-old.
Yeah. But
Is he just as fast as he would be when he's normal sized, or
he's
is he?
even fat. He's got gorilla strength.
I'm thinking you
But
wanna
he's
be a
got
movie
gorilla
director.
strength. But is he
But
as
more
fast?
than gorilla strength.
Yeah, he's got 9 gorilla strengths. But is he as fast as he would be if he was normal sized, or is he slowed down because of his size?
Well, basically, for him, it's his regular size of that size. So like how a gorilla, because they're so muscular, now
Yeah.
he's 9 times that.
Fuck,
So
so-
he's probably even faster.
So he probably maintains regular speed, basically. If
But
not
compared to
faster.
us, he's faster, way faster.
Hey, can you use any weapons?
No, it has to be hand to hand.
Hand to hand. Ooh. Even the 108
Even 100 kids, bro, hand to hand.
Okay, and is this in an arena, open ground arena, like the Coliseum, or is this like
You have a lot of space. Let's narrow it down. It's like, let's say the hockey surface.
okay?
That entire surface is all yours.
And now, is there obstacles? Can you hide? Can you cover? Can you take cover?
There's
or-
no obstacles. We'll keep it fair. There's no obstacles.
Okay, so 0 obstacles.
Zero
It's just
obstacles.
open air.
air, you and your
Okay.
enemy, but you have to choose your enemy.
Bare hands.
Yeah.
So either a 9-year-old that's the size of 9 gorillas and as strong as the 9 gorillas, or 108-year-olds.
Sure, are you sure you don't want to be some kind of movie director giving us these great scenes?
It's funny that you say that. I would say the 108-year-olds. I would take my chances with
And
108-year-olds.
can you give us a reason why?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I think even if they piled up on me, I take my chances, because like all you got to do is really just give them like a good hit. You know what I mean? Whereas opposed to like the 108-year-olds, yeah, you're gonna be overwhelmed at some point, but all you got to do is like, do you have to kill them?
Well, you gotta get him to stop, so you gotta hit him pretty hard.
Okay, so you got to hit him pretty hard. Well, first of all, 8-year-old is very easy to knock out. I don't know if you've ever tried this, but they're super easy to knock out. They're very flimsy and fragile compared to a normal human. Well, I'm not normal, first off. But let's say to a large 6'2" man that's slightly above average in strength. It's very easy to knock out 8-year-olds. You're gonna get tired, but I feel like if you kind of the ice rink, no obstacles, but if you kind of positioned yourself in a way where they can only really come at you from not too many angles, you can. So it's as big as an ice rink. Do you have walls, or do you have, or is it like an ice rink? You have the glass.
I guess for the sake of this, let's say walls, so they can't get
So
away.
walls, okay. And can the walls break? Are they flimsy walls or are they strong walls? Let's say
It's
we're
concrete walls.
concrete walls. So let's say if during the fighting they chip the said wall, can I then use a big piece of stone, concrete, to then knock them out?
Yeah, but it'll be hard to chip the wall. It's concrete.
Okay. Yeah, I would definitely take the 108-year-olds. Yeah.
Smash their heads in
Yeah.
the wall, maybe.
Just swing them around. You can even grab another 8-year-old, swing it around, hit the other 8-year-olds.
I would use one 8-year-old to kill other 8-year-olds. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. If not, because here's the thing: if you take the one 9-year-old that's 9 gorillas big and has their strength, like there's no amount of force that you can use to get out of that. You're instantly.
That's what I was thinking too.
You're instantly dead in the water. You're instantly cooked. You know
felt
what I
the
mean?
Same way, yeah.
You can't. All he's got to do is, first of all, he's gonna catch you. Hey, he's faster than you. He's bigger than you. He's stronger than you. You're already in the deep end.
You're kind of effed.
Yeah, you're fucked before it even gets started. You know you lost. But with 108-year-olds, you have chances. You have a very good chance, depending on who you are.
If you said 10, but 100?
100, dude, fuck.
I don't know, man. Now we get to see how good a martial artist you are.
I could probably. It has nothing to do with martial arts in this situation.
At that point, there's no martial arts.
Yeah, you could know all the martial arts on the planet. There's no there's no strategy that you can effectively use against 108-year-olds. They're all just coming at you. And is there a fear factor? Are they afraid of me at some point? Can I scare some of them and they become kind of hesitant as well, or no? They're all fearless.
They're fearless. They're there
Fearless,
for the
yeah,
kill. Like basically, them if they don't kill you, their parents die.
Yeah.
So they're in.
Yeah. I get. Yeah, still the 108-year-olds, man. I gotta go.
So Adam, now that he's asked all the important questions, what are you
man.
picking?
Okay. I have the right to express myself whichever
Yeah, you can ask any
Absolutely, yeah.
question.
This is why we asked you
If
this
it was in a
question.
box hearing, I would just run. Simple.
Okay. It's not simple because that's not a question that we're asking.
What?
When in an exam they say 1 + 1, what does that equal? You don't go, well, if I'm talking chickens, I'm going to eat a chicken. Like, no, answer the fucking question.
Kind of I have the same mentality as Poseidon.
Why?
Well, you gave a very good reasoning, and
Yeah, but
I
your
agree with it.
reasoning. What do you think you'd be more confident in? In what situation?
Okay, hold on. Give me a little bit more detail. Are we talking about a boxing ring?
No, we already,
You
he already
just
asked these
said,
details.
I missed
The size
that
of an
part.
ice rink surrounded by walls.
But no ice.
No ice.
Just the size
Hold
of a
on.
rink.
Are you only asking me what would I want as my opponent, or what would I do to handle him?
First, it's what you want as your opponent, and then we're going to get to the handling.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't, because if it's a big rink, you're faster than 8-year-old kids. So you just keep avoiding
No,
them.
it's the size
No,
of
you
an
can't
ice rink.
avoid them. You're going to have to fight them. We're asking you
Yeah.
who do you want to fight?
You're trapped in there.
Because
with
if you
them.
if you run, you're going to get tired. They're going to eat
Yeah.
you. The whole point is, first, which one would you choose to fight? The Tyrannosaurus Rex of kids,
Well,
or 100 of these little fuckers?
okay, but I just answered you.
didn't answer.
I like Poseidon's.
No,
So
you
you
said
would
you like my
reasoning.
answer. Which one do you
Yes.
like?
Would you
Holy-
fight?
Do you understand when someone's answer appeals to you, you're allowed to take it as your own as well?
Yeah, but take it. You haven't
Fine,
taken it.
yes.
Poseidon.
Okay, so you would take 100 kids.
Yes.
Okay, now, how would you fight and assault them? Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a doozy, as they say.
Well, look, I don't want to be a copycat, but everything Poseidon said, pretty much I agree.
You didn't
with.
talk about assaulting them yet. It's you.
Yeah.
You're the first one to answer this.
How would you assault?
How would you assault these kids?
Yeah. How would you
Okay,
assault a
I don't know
108-year-old?
how much sense this makes, but I would try and isolate one, knock him out. The second one, knock him.
Yeah, but there's 100. Like maybe you get one, but while you're trying to knock one out, by the time you even try to get inside, there's other kids. There's like 100 kids. There's another 99
Well,
you gotta
listen,
try
then
to
my plan
penetrate.
wouldn't work. What do you want me to tell you?
So
I'm
you're
allowed to tell you my answer. It doesn't mean it's going to be a good one.
yeah, we're not mad at it. We're not. No one's mad at you. We're asking you simple
Yeah,
questions.
exactly.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
hypothetical. This is the whole point. It's an exercise, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no wrong answer to this.
There's really no
well,
wrong
actually,
answer.
there is. But
Well, there's
you
one
know.
wrong answer,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you haven't given it, so it's good.
Okay, guys, let me see if I can come back at you
Yes.
guys. And I'm actually taking a page from your playbook, Pantelis.
I'm listening.
I don't know. If there was a serious, okay, let's just say there's a warrant out for your arrest for some very nasty crime that you've committed. It
This is
wasn't
very
you,
highly
but
specific.
somebody set you up. I don't care. You stabbed a person. Never mind to death. You're
Yeah.
what do they call that? You're under arrest for attempted murder. Okay, there's a
I'm with
warrant
it.
out for your arrest for attempted murder. The police know your name. They know who you are. Would you find a way to escape to the States, possibly even using an illegal means. You get on a plane, you're fucked because U.S. Customs is going to catch you. Would you find an alternative way? Never mind Canada. Would you find a way to get out of here, no matter
This
what?
is incredibly highly specific.
But it's also a stupid question
I'm
because you
thinking
just said if you
patron
have to
minimum
escape,
place. But
also
would
considering
you
he's-
try to escape? But yeah, of
Would
course
you
I have
face
to
the
escape.
But also
Music?
considering he's been saying he wants to get to the United States by any means necessary, this makes it
Because
sound a
they're
little
the
bit
only country that we have a border with, a land border. So it's kind of okay. I could have said, "Would you go to Europe?" That doesn't bother me.
This is
But I'm
this is
okay,
Poseidon's
fine.
right, very suspicious, however-
I was too specific. What would you do if you found out that you're cooked? If the police ever found out where you are and you're not home, you're visiting your
How
buddy.
cooked? What do you mean?
Well, last time I checked, when you have serious charges, the police could hold you for a long period of time.
But what's a long period of time? Like 3 days?
I don't know how long.
So wait, hold on. Pause.
Sure.
Your official address is still your mom's.
Yeah. So when they go,
Is that why you haven't?
I've
Is that
changed it. I've changed it
to what address?
to the boiler room. If you guys want to keep calling it that, that was a long time ago. Sorry,
so
I'm trying
Adam,
to
what's the
sneeze.
question that you want me to answer right now?
Okay. If Poseidon, you found yourself in a situation whereby, never mind the details, you have been accused of stabbing a woman and that's attempted murder, right? With a weapon.
Okay. I've been
And-
accused of it, but have I done it?
No, doesn't matter. Somebody's trying to set you
No,
up.
no, it's very important.
Fine. No, you haven't.
I have it. Okay.
But when the police catch you, you're cooked. You're going to be in jail for a long time. Your bail could be what? I don't know, $100,000? Let's just say, right? It's going to be a crazy amount of money. You do not want to be in the situation. And for obvious reasons, that will be a Canada-wide warrant. What would you do? That's part one. Part two, would you consider going somewhere else?
No, because I'm innocent.
Okay, well, then, yeah, but you know how it is, right? When there's a warrant out. Okay, so I think I know your answer then. You'd go to a lawyer,
Dude,
you would have a lawyer come in
if somebody accused me of
the somebody's the cops, not somebody.
I mean,
Okay.
they are
Cops?
somebody. He's right.
Okay,
No, no, no.
somebody reported you to the cops. There.
yeah, that I've stabbed someone.
Let's say.
Okay, is there a murder weapon?
Let's say there is.
must-
Let's say there is.
Okay. Does it have my fingerprints? Where did the murder occur? Have
Where
I
the
ever
murder-
been-
Okay.
Okay.
Just behind
There's
your
so many
apartment
questions.
door.
I
On
would
the
I
stairs
would
outside of your
I would
apartment.
indebt myself until the end of time to prove myself innocent.
Actually, Adam, that's a great question Poseidon posed. Is he guilty for real or not?
yeah.
Not.
Oh, so he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But someone has a vendetta against you, and now
And they
my
stabbed this
goodness.
person and accused me of it.
Let's say. Yeah, that's a very good scenario.
That's
I'm
the
not gonna
most,
fight those charges.
Yeah, I would fight those charges.
Put me through a lie detector test.
Yeah. There's no reason for me to escape.
Okay.
Yeah, lie detector
Now
test.
I got one for you, Adam.
Go ahead.
You've fellaced a woman, and you need to escape the country because there's video of you fellating her in the parking lot. How do you escape the country?
With a lot of difficulty, I guess.
But what would be your first move?
Well, you know what the problem is? I'll give you my original answer, but I would have no choice but to modify it because a lot of people get caught just like they get caught at the U.S.-Mexican border. A lot of people get caught trying to flee to go south.
Okay,
That
but
would
you
be
didn't
my
answer the
original
question. We're
I
saying, what would
try
you do?
and find a way to just find some kind of landlocked border between Canada and USA in a remote region and just cross over that way.
Okay, and then
Well,
let's say you cross over. Okay,
yeah. So now I'm in the States.
now you're
I
in
have-
now
there's
you're
this
in
thing
New
called
York State.
jurisdictional. Okay, let's say.
What do you do?
Boy, that's a very good question.
There you go. I'm asking the hard hitting questions. It's almost like you're on Q92.
Well, actually, you know what? Forget that.
Uh oh.
I'd probably go to Czech Republic where I have family.
But how would you go to Czech Republic if they're looking
Yeah.
for you?
I am not 100% certain that European, authorities in Europe, are that connected. Unless,
No, but I'm
unless
saying
it's a murder. Okay,
you
catching a
you
woman
can't
is
board the
not
plane.
murder.
You can't board the plane because of the fellation. They put an APB out
Yeah.
on Adam the fellationer.
Well, I'm questioning that an airline. It's
Adam,
the
Adam,
cust-
Adam,
cu-
Adam,
governments
Adam,
could
Adam,
put
think
it
you
on
know
the
how
United
hypotheticals work.
if you
Airlines.
actually committed a crime,
Mhm.
okay, the only real way to get out of the country is changing your identity.
Yeah,
Fine.
you'd have to become a they them.
Well,
I don't identify as Adam. I'm a
Yeah.
gynecologist.
You would really have to do it. Grow out your beard, shave your head, really get rid of the glasses, really change so you're not identifiable right away, recognizable. I would say, get a legitimate passport.
okay,
In
guys.
another
I
name.
don't want to I'm trying my
Because
best.
you know what you could do? You could get a fake driver's license and a
can,
fake
you can.
social insurance
Listen to
number, which
this.
then gives you a real passport.
I would please expect you guys not to laugh at me. I am not 100% certain. You got on a plane, forget the US, you got on a plane going to Mexico. I don't think that the airlines are alerted. I don't think so. I think the customs officials in Mexico may be. But again, it's another country. It's not a murder, it's a fellation, right? It's not that serious of a crime.
Adam, fellation is very serious of a crime.
Well,
I'll
it's
tell you
not
that.
as serious as a murder.
Well, to you maybe.
Okay, well,
Okay, I have a
look,
question for
I have
you.
the right to defend my answer. I don't think the Mexican authorities would be on their radar. So I'd fly to Mexico and then I'd get another flight to Czech Republic from there.
I like that.
Go ahead, Poseidon.
Poseidon.
The question that you asked me,
Yes?
if someone accused me of stabbing someone,
Yep.
and the whole scenario, what would you do?
I think I'm going to volunteer the same answer that I just volunteered just now.
So you would basically flee the country for a crime you didn't commit.
Okay, let me tell you about a very important variable. You don't seem to be somebody who scares all that easily, right? I unfortunately kind of am, okay? I don't like the idea of being in jail. You've probably never
But
been to jail.
if you're innocent, why would you go to jail?
Okay, let me dress it up a little bit more, okay? You have a person who has a vendetta against you. Maybe he's got a video.
You know what's crazy? You know what the
The
problem
lawyers
is with
charge
you?
a lot of money for this.
You make it seem like so many things are out of your control when really it's not.
I watch a lot of Dateline. I watch a lot of Dateline. The guy's accused of murder.
gotta go out on
and
more
5
dates.
years later, you know, they still fight. Just the mindset I have.
If somebody ever did that to me, I'd give them a real reason to put me in jail. I just
Is
say
it
that.
what to you?
If they accuse me of something. If they accuse me of something that bad,
I mean, you've been accused of having a good time many a times.
hey.
Well, look, guys, these are all hypothetical, so there's no need to,
Whoa, there's no need to go crazy, right?
Exactly.
Whoa.
No need for heated arguments here.
We're
There's no heated argument.
So, Adam, now these 100 kids,
Yeah.
what's your tool to fight them?
Yeah.
How are you going to win? It is
Roller-
a stumper.
Rollerblades?
No, just you have no weapons. You're just it's
Rollerblades
you.
are not a weapon. It means to help you
No,
go around fast.
you have no rollerblades. It's just you and your feet, bro.
Well, that's a good question. You're not allowed weapons, but are you allowed objects?
No foreign objects.
So just you yourself.
Just you yourself and your
Okay.
might.
Can you be butt naked?
Here's a crazy notion, by the way.
You could take your clothes
Any
off. if you want.
hockey rink has
I mean,
an exit.
you're not gonna. I mean, he's not gonna rape him with his clothes on.
Guys, any hockey rink has an exit. I would just get the hell out of there.
That's
The
not part of the
exit.
hypothetical. The hypothetical is you're
Yeah.
stuck in there.
Stuck in there.
You have to fight them.
Call the cops and say, I got these 100 crazy kids that are wanting to fight me. Help.
Well, by the time the cops show up, you're dead.
And first of all, bro, if you call the cops saying that, they're gonna laugh at you.
So, Adam, how do you fight them? What do you do? What's your first move, baby boy?
Fine, I'll use the word I used earlier. I'm stumped.
So you wouldn't even fight. You would just let yourself get killed.
Oh, you know what? Actually, the best strategy for this is really to just start charging at them and trample as many as you could. Yeah, and try to take out as many as you can, one shot. Really crush them.
Like just run.
Just run, and you're punching and
The
flaying.
problem is if you fall, if you trip one of those, if you're down, man, 100 kids on you, that's a lot of weight.
breakdancing.
How much does an 8-year-old weigh?
An 8-year-old? Oh, that's a good question.
100 pounds?
No, less.
80?
Way less. I would say
No.
50
60.
pounds. 50,
50
60.
pounds? Are you my dog
Yeah.
weighs 15 pounds, bro.
No, 50. 50.
That's what I'm saying. My dog weighs 15 pounds. There's no way they would just weigh 50.
He said
How
50,
much does
you
an
said
average
15.
8-year-old weigh?
Let's see AI helping us out here.
55 pounds. Oh, it was,
Really?
yeah, it was spot on.
I said
55? You said
Yeah,
60.
bro. Yeah, I could definitely handle 108 year
Well,
olds.
no, that's 500 pounds,
Times
no?
100, 5,500.
No. But like one, like I could dumbbell curl 55.
very important
55.
question.
Hold on,
That's
55.
5,000 pounds, bro.
No, but I could dumbbell curl 55 pounds. Like I'm grabbing.
Yeah,
one,
that's
I'm s-
one, but now there's another
Yeah,
5,000 pounds.
but the weight is disproportionate. I could swing that fucking 8-year-old all day, bro. I could do
But
it.
once he's all smashed up,
Yeah.
his head's exploded, all that.
Yeah, now you
need a
have
good
now you
tool.
have his legs as weapon. You have bones. You're good. You stab another 8-year-olds. You're good, bro.
But there's a limit of how many. Dude, 100 is a lot.
Yeah, I'm good. I think I got this in
Question.
the bag. I think
Very
I could
You're
take
just
on.
gonna kill them one by one.
Yeah.
So okay, the first one comes, you grab him, you start smashing him.
Yeah.
So let's say with that smash, you
Yeah.
kill another 3, and
Oh,
you
I'm
kill the
killing
one that you
more
have.
than three. I'm killing more than
Yeah.
3.
No, with that smash,
No.
no, look, that kid's exploding, bro. That's a 55.
You think so?
Yeah, that kid's done after 3. It's you can't use it more. It's all
Mangled.
floppy.
Yeah.
It's like those chickens that you
No, but
buy.
you could still use the leg.
It's like the
There's,
ready-made chicken. After
Yeah.
a while, it's just floppy. It won't kill any
You
kid.
grab
I have
another
a
one.
Question,
That's what I'm saying. But now,
question.
now by that time, they're closing in. They're touching you now. What you got a fucking elbow? Yeah. How many do you think you could kill realistically before they take you down?
Before they take me, I think I could take them all on.
No,
think I
that's
could
just
do
you're
it.
being unreasonable.
I think I could pull it off for real.
You can't kill 100 kids if they,
I-
you could kill them if they were in a row separate, but all together at once. I don't
think
think.
I
Are
could
they
do it. I
operating
think
as one unit, by the way? Are they like a team of 100, or they're all like in the...
Well, they're a team, but they're still 8-year-olds. You could trick
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I think I could pull it off, man.
Like you'd be like, "Oh, your dad's there," and then they turn around and you run away. But the black ones will keep ahead. They'll know
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
lying.
Yeah,
They'll
you
know you're lying.
know.
This is just so unrealistic.
No, for real, I could pull it off. I really. You think you could do it?
You know what you would say? Children, I have an aunt who's a teacher. Follow me. Single file. You know, you're not supposed
To my
to...
bedroom. I think depends on the kids. If they're smart, they're gonna kill you and me. They're gonna
Yeah.
surround you. But if they're kind of dumb, you could stomp some faces.
But
But
then
then I think after I kill 10, morale might start being an issue for the other 90.
But you said there's no fear factor.
I never said there's no fear factor.
Yeah, I asked
I
you
think you
earlier. They
did.
don't get scared.
No, I said they don't get scared in the sense that they have a mission,
Oh, okay.
but they're gonna think about it.
The morale, yeah.
The
Look-
morale is gonna. They're not gonna be scared, but their morale is gonna be hurt.
Kind of an important
They're
question.
gonna be like, I'm doing this to the death.
Who's
but am I gonna
brainwashed these
die?
people to think that they got to kill?
The Mossad.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so these are so okay. I'll give you one more. There are 100 Islamic extremist kids.
Nah, I think I still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 55. Dude, they're so meek. Bro, you remember how fragile you were at 8? Like, I was a fragile little... Wow, I was terrified of everything, bro. I was a little shit. Well, I was not terrified of everything, actually. But I was like, I
Listen,
knew...
I'm going to weasel
I
my
knew
way
if
out.
I fucked with an adult, I would get my ass handed to me. You know what I mean? Like, I was not, I was not stupid. I knew.
I'm going to use a very weaselly answer.
Oh,
I
boy.
would call someone and say, "Hey, man, I'm in a bad situation. Please come and join me in the in the rink, okay? Come on." Any answer applies, right?
No,
There's
not. We just said the whole parameters of this is it's you alone. That's the parameter.
Oh. Well, I don't care. You have a cell phone. Call out my friend. Hey, I got these 100 kids. Help.
You don't understand the parameter of a hypothetical?
Yeah, well, I don't like the.
It's like a video game.
fine,
It's like a video
fine.
game. You
Yeah.
can't jump over the fucking piece of stick block.
It's like, Adam, how do you score a goal in soccer? I'm going to grab with my hands because I can't kick. Yeah, but those are the rules in soccer. I don't care. I have hands. I'm not going
Yeah, it doesn't make no sense what
Yeah.
you're saying, bro.
You're making sense, bruv.
And yeah, I think I could take him.
Really?
Yeah, I think I could do it. I believe in myself. Not only if I believed in myself that much for like
Hold on a
real
second.
world problems.
You just said it's a. Did you just say it's a skating? So you have skates. Hold on a second. You just said it's a skating rink. You have skates, and the kids have.
No one ever said anything about skating. We said it's
Oh.
the size of a rink.
It's the size of
Oh,
a
I thought
skating.
you meant skating.
It's
Oh,
the
sorry,
size
sorry.
of an ice hockey rink.
So a basketball court, let's say. Right.
Sure.
Just to unconfuse
me,
myself
bro.
from the ice. No ice. It's a large arena, but there's no
Right,
ice.
it's
on
the
it.
ice confusing you. Right. What do
Okay.
you think is more dangerous? Regular white ice or black ice?
I don't know enough about how they differ.
Interesting.
Well, they differ. Let me tell you something. They big D differ.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't see black ice, so it's more dangerous.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Especially at night.
Dangerous. Wait, you've never slipped on like black ice that you can't really see?
Oh, dude, I recently slipped on black ice.
It's fucking scary
Oh, dude, I was
because you don't see it coming.
It was during a snowstorm. I was on the 15. And it was right under the an underpass. Because you know what happens is when it's snowing, it's like regular snow. But I guess under the underpass, it kind of melts the snow because
Yeah.
car tires are so the friction from the tires in the ground melts the snow. But because it's still too cold, it turns into ice. You understand what I mean?
I understand and I like what you're going with.
So dude, I'm there. I'm under the underpass, and I don't know how the fuck it happened. Even people behind me panicked, and thank God I kept my distance, dude. Because I'm just driving, and then all of a sudden my car starts going like this, sideways,
The sideways thing is the creepiest.
and I was like, "Ow!" So I don't know what I put on my hazards. I kind of counter steered and shit, and I kind of realigned after.
So you didn't have an accident.
No, but even people
wow.
behind me, bro, they panicked. Some people were on the shoulder by the time I was on the other side of the underpass. Like, it was kind of wacky. It was a scary moment.
I always feel weird about that.
Yeah. It was a scary moment.
I always feel weird about the side. This is going sideways like this. I'm always like, I'm fucked.
And I didn't accelerate, nothing. I'm just going, I'm rolling, and just all of a sudden, just the car starts doing this. Beep, sideways. I was like, wow.
Bro, I fear for my life.
Yeah.
Every time that kind of shit happens, bro.
Well, I wasn't going fast enough. Luckily, I was going about 20, 30 kilometers because there was a lot of traffic. But I would have fucked up my car, basically.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like a life or death, actually.
Well, remember me when I fucking smashed up?
Oh, yeah, dude.
But I got lucky.
I'm gonna tell you guys a story that happened to me. I'm sure you know where Blainville
I'm
is.
very excited.
You know where Blainville is? A little.
Does
bit
it
north of the
include
city?
black ice?
It includes ice. My car did. I'm not joking. It did a full 360, and luckily it was in the rightmost lane. I ended up in the ditch, but I wasn't too deep. I had some fellow good Samaritan dig me out. No car, no damage, no cars. Just
You had some Phil Samaritan to eat you out.
dig me out.
Did he just not say dick me out?
No.
Yeah, he did. He said, dick me out.
Dig.
I don't know.
Damn.
Gapes is gonna have a field day with that one, but I'm pretty sure he said I had some good Samaritan.
I remember when I got my Honda Accord.
I got dicked out.
I remember the first snowstorm. I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I think I was just driving. I had just gotten in my car. I was fucking around and shit. I had my brand new winter tires on and shit. And I come out of a Jerry Park, and I wanted to do like a drift, and my car ended up doing a 180, and I ended up facing oncoming traffic. And bro, I drove like the next.
Bro, what the heck? The next you drove like a stick up your ass.
Yeah, bro. The next 5 minutes, bro, I turned off the music. I drove home calmly. I was like, damn.
I would have died.
Yeah, it was funny.
I would have died. So, Adam, before we go,
Yes.
where are the people going to find you out there in the streets? People have been looking for you at the comedy clubs. They say, when is Adam there? I never see him. And I go, I don't know. He's pretty...
I'll get around to it eventually.
Where are they going to find you? At
To
the comedy club?
to the best of my knowledge, I've been to the third floor comedy club.
You know, there's a
twice.
microphone.
To the best of my knowledge, I think I've been to the third floor comedy club twice.
That's why they're looking for you.
Guys, he's very lucid and ethereal.
Loose ethereal, as the kids call
loose
it.
ethereal or flaccid, if you want to call it. Do you know what flaccid means?
No.
Nice. Okay.
I've heard of lucid, but I forgot. It's an
Okay.
adjective, but I forgot what it means.
Sure. Thank you guys for listening to this insanity.
Intellectuals out!